Dear everyone, hello and welcome back to another thrilling episode of From RJ with Love. As always, I am your host, RJ Palhegi. How are you? How have things been? Keeping up with the newest trend I'm having with the show, I have with me yet again another special guest.
It's an honor.
And it is. You should be very, very, very honored.
I'm psyched.
This special guest comes all the way from sunny South Florida. My good friend, Mr. Brad Finland. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, dude. It's awesome to get up here. I know we've talked about me coming up for a while, so getting up here has been pretty fun.
Yeah, I've talked to many people about coming to visit me here
so
in Tennessee.
Far, I'm the only one.
You're the only one besides family. But here's the crazy thing. I've told people in Tennessee to come down to Florida. Like, I can understand why people don't want to come up to Tennessee.
I mean,
we'll get into what we've done this week. There is, as much as stuff there is to do here, there isn't a whole lot to do.
Definitely has that small town vibe in Murfreesboro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And compared to Florida, there's a lot to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But no one from Tennessee goes down.
Really? No one's come down before?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm glad I started the trend of coming up here to see you.
Yes.
So I'm going to start recruiting people. I tried.
You did.
I did.
You tried to recruit some friends.
Not to name names.
Yes, not to name names.
But I did try.
Yes. Well, screw them. Not going to curse 2 minutes
Little Jimmy.
into the show. Yeah, little and I know you missed last week's episode because of the delay. Little Jimmy has a friend now.
Oh, he does?
Jimmy and Timmy.
Jimmy and Timmy.
Yes.
Okay, do they play sports together?
I don't know what they do. They're carpool buddies. So we
Okay.
just have to keep them, be on the lookout. So no, nothing too
Okay, I'll try to
inflammatory. Is
try
that
to hold
the
it
word?
back. I'm usually good,
Yes.
so I'll hold it back.
Yes. All right. So I've talked on here many times, Brad, about Florida and Tennessee and the differences.
Yeah.
But I've been in Tennessee for 5 years now when I started this, so I may be blinded
Okay.
to some things.
Right.
Have you seen any glaring differences?
Well, I mean, there's a lot less green right now.
Well, yes, right now. Everything's dead. It was killed off by winter.
That does
And
happen.
that
See, we
damn...
don't get that.
Yes, and that damn, what is it? Groundhog.
The ground. Oh, yeah,
He
that's
called
right.
for early spring.
He kind of screwed you over on
Yeah,
that
he's
one.
a liar.
But, I mean, between Florida and here, I mean, obviously when I got up here, it's colder. You
Yes.
know, I'm a Florida boy, not used to that. So when I got out of the airport, like I told you, that 40-degree weather just kind of hit me like a brick wall. And it was raining to make it worse.
Yeah, and
So-
you probably didn't even own a jacket, like a good jacket.
No, as you saw, I was wearing a Columbia vest
Oh,
with
God.
like a fishing shirt underneath, looking like a tool.
Yes.
But hey, that's a different story for a different day.
That's a different
Yeah.
story for a different day. But the weather has been unpredictable here.
I mean, yeah, today was literally like Florida because yesterday
Yes.
it was like all hell broke loose with storms. Here now today got up to 70 degrees.
I know, it was wonderful
And not
today.
cold. It was beautiful.
And 4 days ago, it was sunny and all like it was today, but it was 28 degrees.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like.
It's awful, I can tell you that much. My sinuses can't take it. There's this stretch, it's like from October to November, and then from like now at March until like April,
Right.
where it really fluctuates the weather. It'll start off really cold, then get kind of warm, then be really cold at night. And I'm doing like 3 different costume changes a day
Right.
because I'd walk into work freezing cold, I'd walk out sweating like a pig, and then go out to get dinner and be freezing again.
I mean, I feel you on that because in Florida, it's the same way this time of year. You know, like
It isn't though.
it's not to the extent that you have
Exactly.
it up here, but in the morning, you're like, oh, cool. It's like maybe going to be in the 60s. Nah, it's like 55, you know, and then it warms up to the mid 60s. And then by noon or like 1 o'clock, you're looking at like 90-degree weather. And then at night, it dips down again, you know?
It dips down to 82.
Yeah, but 82 with a little bit of wind. I don't know.
Shut up. 82
But-
with a bit of wind's a bit brisk.
Whatever. I got to put on the winter jacket for that. No, like when it gets into the 70s at night, and I mean, even back when we were in high school, like you go to watch a football game on Friday nights and you're off not up in that garage.
Well, yeah, if you're
Wind-
up top there, it's like
Yeah.
a wind box.
Wind's whipping around, gets a little chilly.
Yeah,
A little nippy, you know what I
if
mean?
you say. I will trade a day, any one of these winter days we've had here in Tennessee, for 5 minutes in that wind tunnel.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't?
Thank you. So yes, you came into town this weekend. You had your first 4-day weekend because you have a adult job.
I do.
One of those things I need to get.
You're gonna get there.
I'm currently looking for one. If anyone's hiring.
I mean, you've got plenty of connections all over the place. We'll make it happen.
Yes, something will make it happen. But you decided to come up here. Well, before we get into what we did this weekend, I have a question to ask you, Brad.
Yeah, absolutely.
How far would you go to look at something you want?
To look at something I want.
Yes.
Like, measure it in distance, or like what are we talking about here?
Yes, like if you wanted to get something, you're like, ooh, I like this, but I need to pick one out specifically.
Okay.
How far would you drive
to
go see those options?
I mean, if we're talking in terms of my distance, maybe West Palm Beach, which is like 2 hours.
Okay.
An hour and a half, maybe.
Okay.
But from me, but no, I don't really try to go too far.
All right, my uncle.
Okay.
Bless his heart. Him and his girlfriend drove from Atlanta, Georgia,
okay,
to Cookeville, Tennessee. And let me pull up the map here real quick.
I don't even know where that is.
I spelled maps wrong. MPA. What is the MP? Masters
MAPS,
of
my dog.
Master of Public Administrator. Okay. Maps. So yes, let me pull. I'm sorry, I should have pulled this up earlier when I started this segment.
Gotta be prepared, man.
Woodstock, Georgia. Directions. Cookeville, Tennessee. Okay. They drove 3 hours and 15 minutes
To get what?
to look at a dog.
Oh, this is what you were telling me about.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't know.
They didn't take the dog home because the dog wasn't ready.
Okay.
They
but
went
they went
and-
and saw it.
They went and picked one out.
3 hours to do that.
6.5 hours out of their day they're driving.
I mean, when you just go to the Humane Society.
Well, he wants this very specific type of breed of dog. It's a Clumberson
okay.
Spaniel. They're very, I wouldn't say they're very rare, but they're rarer dogs.
Gotcha. Then in that case, if you got your eyes set on something that's really, really rare, then
But my question is,
do whatever.
why not go in 4 weeks when the dog's ready to leave the mother and pick one out then?
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if anything, just look at pictures.
Yes.
Talk to your contact, get pictures.
Exactly.
And then once it's ready, to your point, go up and get it, you know? So I agree with you.
Just to look.
Yeah.
So anyway, they call me and they go, "Hey, we're going to Cookeville. Meet us there." I go, "That's a little far for me, so can't do that." But they go, "All right, we'll meet in the middle somewhere," because Cookeville's like 2 hours away from Murfreesboro. So we decided we were going to McMinnville, Tennessee.
That sounds...
Now, I don't think anyone listens to the show from McMinnville. McMinnville, Tennessee is a lovely town with a population, according to 2017, of 13,662 people.
okay.
It's a little
All
tiny
right.
place.
That's small.
It's small. And my uncle goes, "Find us a bar or something to go and have dinner at." Now, excuse me, I'm a little parched. I don't know what people do in these small towns when they want to go out on the town. There was a Mexican restaurant and a sports bar, so I went with the sports bar.
That's usually a good choice. I mean, but you could get frisky and go get some margaritas at the Mexican bar.
Yeah, but I figured a sports bar would be the safest bet.
Absolutely.
And I probably should have gone with the Mexican. But, like, I don't think McMinnville has a Chili's.
I mean, with a name like McMinnville, I don't want to assume, but I think we're on that track. I don't know.
It's a one-horse town, I could tell you that much. But anyway, we go to this bar, and I can't remember the name of it. And it's literally, the inside of it is like a, like, have you ever been on a road trip and you stopped at one of the rest areas? It's not as bad as the rest stop bathrooms, but they have like that lobby with all like the pamphlets to things.
Oh, really?
It's like that. And it's tiny.
Okay.
So we're there.
Got
There's
character.
Yes, a lot of character. There's like a adult softball team in there doing something.
Salted with people.
Yes.
Adult softball players.
They served 3 beers:
Just 3.
Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, and I think Natty Light.
Okay, so 1 out of the 3 is actually decent.
If you say so. I'm not a big beer drinker. So anyway, it took about 45 minutes to get the food.
Really? Was it crowded?
Yes, but it wasn't like, I ordered chicken tenders.
Right, that should come out in 10
Someone
minutes.
ordered wings.
Yeah. Jesus. And it took you that long to get your food. Man, there's something wrong with that.
So yeah, the mayor of McMinnville needs to straighten the town up,
Definitely.
sir or madam.
We're not going to assume.
Yes, we're not going to assume.
We do not assume. Little Jimmy, do not assume.
So anyway, so you're here you came this weekend.
Yeah, man, I was pretty psyched. Stoked
And
on it.
we did some stuff.
We did. We got out. I got to see Nashville, which was awesome. Got to go to the Palace.
Well,
which
we're not
was
there yet. I
great.
have a whole list of everything
we're
we
gonna
did.
go in order.
We're going to go in order.
Great. Let's go in order.
So the first thing we did, you got to meet the people I work with at Intramurals.
Beautiful people. Love those guys.
Yes, beautiful, love them, but now you can understand where like my psychoticism comes from.
I thought they were very well grounded.
You're not helping the case here, Brad. Listen, we can all put on a nice show, but as you saw tonight, I had to go to a meeting for 2.5 hours about nothing.
I got to watch a great TV show.
Good, well, good for you.
If you
Good
guys-
for you, Brad.
If you guys are bored and you're looking for a funny TV show, what's it called? Superstore?
It may not be that funny. I had to turn back and look at what the name of it was.
Definitely give it a look. But yeah, so, I mean, I like them a lot. They were great people to hang out with this weekend.
They were. So we went back to the rec center and played pot.
That was interesting. I've never played that before.
I've only played it a couple times. This is a Tennessee game, which is basically shooting 3-pointers.
Yeah,
And whoever makes the most basically wins.
exactly. You did well in the first round.
I did.
Yes.
Well, I don't think I did well in the first round. I think just everyone did bad.
That's probably a better way to put it, yeah.
Because I am an atrocious basketball player. Like, I fit every stereotype for white guy as a basketball player.
I mean, I'm about as white as it gets when it comes to basketball.
Yeah. We're like a pack of sour cream.
We're like the Celtics back in the day.
First
without
of
the ball
all,
movement.
you're slightly darker because you get to live in Florida.
Tanning all day, boy. Tanning all day.
Yes. You can wear shorts every day.
Yes, absolutely. I was thrilled to wear shorts today.
Today is the first day I've worn shorts in 2019 in Tennessee outside.
That is so sad. And you got to wear flip flops, so double dipping, showing some extra skin. It's
Exactly.
big.
You know, gotta get the feets. You know,
Absolutely.
gotta get them toasted.
Definitely, man.
A nice hazel.
Got to get that flip flop tan going. Yeah, I feel you.
So anyway, my boss at Intramurals is moving on to greener pastures.
God bless that guy.
Yeah. So we decided we were gonna go play Top Golf.
That was an adventure.
And you never played Top Golf before.
Never been.
And you still haven't played Top Golf.
Still have not
Because we
played.
ended up not playing Top Golf.
But we had a nice little side detour after that. You know?
Yeah, well, we're getting there.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
I'm just setting the stage.
I think it's true. You are setting the stage. But the thing about Top Golf is it one of those things that will last?
I mean, it's hyped up a lot right now.
It is, and trust me, I've had some fun. Mm-hmm. But like we got there, and the lady said it's a 2.5 hour wait.
Exactly.
I'm not that desperate to play Top Golf
Exactly.
to wait 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and it's expensive on top of it.
It is.
You know, like what was it? Like how much was it for a bay for an hour?
35.
Exactly. So I think I was telling you when we were there, I was trying to get a work event organized down in Florida, and Topgolf was one of the things. It is so expensive to get a good group
yeah.
of people to go get that done. So I mean,
Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I've done it, and I do have a blast
of course.
with it. It's a lot of fun. I'm not trying to bash the Top Golf, but is this just one of those things like that in a year no one will do?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it can stick around because I mean, you're looking at regular. Not a lot of people are really into golf
True.
right now. So involving games, involving drinks and food, and being able to chill out there.
It's basically
Yeah.
like a higher class of bowling.
It is. That's a good way to put it.
Because I know you haven't been to one, but it's basically they have nets out there, and you hit a golf ball, and if it goes into a net, you get like a certain amount of points.
Right. That I did know.
So it's basically upper class golf or bowling.
Yeah, it is. So I mean, I think it can stick around. Hell, bowling's sticking around. It's been around forever.
Well, hey,
You know?
don't mess with some people in their bowling leagues.
Yeah, man. But Top Golf can last. I just wish we could have played. It would have been fun.
Yeah. But we changed it up. Our boss, none of us decided to wait that long, so we hit Broadway,
That was awesome.
which we had, without a doubt, we got to park at Grammy Ashley's office.
Grammy Ashley's.
Very nice of her to let us do
Absolutely.
that. No one else can do that. We have
Absolutely.
special passes.
I mean, Palhegi always has special clearance for everything. So, I mean, it's
I don't know
it's
about
expected.
that.
It's expected.
The Palhegis have good weaseling abilities and sneaking
That
into
too.
places.
That too.
But we got this Uber driver. Now, I'm not an Uber driver. I know you're not an Uber driver. But we have been in plenty of Uber in our time.
Oh, yeah.
Uber drivers are the most cautious drivers on the planet.
They are.
This guy,
What a legend.
he was like Vin Diesel
He did
in the Fast
not
and the Furious.
Care. He did not
He
care.
did not give a flying fiddler's fluke. See what
love
I did
that
there?
term. I love that term. Little Jimmy, you're safe.
Yeah,
You're
Jimmy's still safe. Jimmy and Timmy are safe.
Jimmy-
They
forgot
can
about
keep
Timmy.
listening. You can
Sorry,
crank it
Timmy.
up.
Sorry, Timmy. But yeah, he was just, he's like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go over here, try to make this turn. I don't even care. That lady's going to let me in. We're like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I'm going to get it done. He got it done. You know, like if I could give that guy like 10 stars instead of 5,
Oh, I know.
I would have.
Listen, we were at a stop sign, and there was traffic where we had to turn right. It was a right turn only. And this lady wouldn't like edge out there. He goes out, passes 2 cars in front of us who are stuck at the stop sign, and whips it out onto Broadway.
Now, that guy had like nerves of steel for doing that because there was some pretty decent traffic going
It
through
was.
there too. Like both ends.
Yeah.
You know?
And the lady who was at that stop sign had that clear Karen haircut. She's probably still writing a letter
Yeah,
to
like,
the
chill-
CEO.
Chill out, Karen. This
Yes.
Uber driver just totally got in your face and you did nothing about it. you
She's
know?
still penning a letter to Uber about this man.
Probably. I mean, there was that time where we thought that she was going to roll the window down and yell at us, but she was actually just eating, I think, or something like that.
Smoking, maybe.
Smoking, eating.
Well, I
whatever.
don't know. There was like 7 of us in that car. All turned and looked at her. She's like, I can't take all of them.
I was ready for some Uber beef. I was ready to back my man up. But, I mean, either way, we got out there, and this guy is a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Legend of the week, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but if you ever get this guy, I think what did he drive? A Dodge something.
Oh, it wasn't a Dodge Caravan. Was it a Dodge Caravan?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. Either way.
If you get a guy with a white Dodge Caravan, you're in the safest hands in Nashville.
He's going to get you there quickly. He's going to take the shortest routes, even if the people in front of him won't let him go. He'll do it anyway.
He'll
get
get
you where you
around
need to
them.
be.
Listen,
Yeah.
the president's what's that word? When, like the president's in town and he's got like the police escort and all.
Yeah,
He will get around the president's escort.
I would not doubt it. This man's got Uber superpowers or something.
Yeah, he's like ultra Uber man.
Yes, I agree with you.
So anyway, we hit Broadway. We didn't get to do a whole lot of Broadway because it was raining.
I got to see the signs and all
Yes.
that stuff. That was cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
A lot of tourists.
The vibe was nice.
Yes.
You know, I love it. As you know, I'm a big country music fan.
You are.
So-
you weren't always.
Not always. Back in the day, I was not. But I mean, I've been listening to that for a long.
I know.
period of
You're
time
converted
Yes,
now.
I am converted. So it was cool to get to the Mecca. You know,
The
just,
Mecca, yeah.
just down there.
But I mean, they go at it. I mean, we were there at like what, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Bands jamming, people on rooftops, bars
Mm-hmm.
packed.
See, I love the fact that there's so many rooftop bars.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting more in Florida, but like, I love the whole aspect of it.
Well,
So it was
people
cool.
in Florida are all about the flatness.
True.
No one even likes stairs in Florida.
True.
It's because it's mostly old people.
Yeah, we are a retirement state, so yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, no stairs.
No stairs.
But so we ended up at Acme Feed and Seed, which is a great little bar.
It was great. I loved the two levels.
Well, there's like 4 levels.
Whatever level we were on,
We were on the second level, but there are
Second
4
level was
levels to
dope.
it.
I dig it. Acme was cool, man. I liked it.
It was. We were right there on the river. And then, because we're grown adults,
Well,
to celebrate my boss leaving, my boss, and my other coworkers and you, we went and played laser tag.
that was a blast. I had so much fun doing it.
There is apparently laser tag on Broadway. This must be the most profitable laser tag place.
Like, just imagine yourself, if it's, I don't know how late it's open, but if you're there in the afternoon.
They got to stay open all night
Yes.
long.
You get drunk people playing laser tag.
There are all of a sudden just walking by and a drunk fraternity brother be like, bruh, bruh.
Dude, let's go play some laser tag, bro.
Chaz, man.
Brad and Chad coming in hot playing
Yeah,
some laser
you do
tag.
have that frat name,
I
sorry.
got that, Brad. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know where my Chad's at, but we'll get that. But yeah, you get drunk people playing laser tag. That is
my
so
God.
profitable.
It is.
Yeah. And heck, we weren't even drunk and we enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. But this was the most... It was... The arena, the laser tag arena, was very tight.
Yeah, it was.
But it was very big.
It was, yeah.
There was a lot of hallways and hills and ramps and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
I ran into a few dead ends a few times and I got very scared because I thought I was lost, But it was a lot bigger than what I thought. It was exactly like the one we had in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
Same exact design. Laser Quest for anybody back
Yes,
in Florida.
Laser Quest.
Laser Quest.
But unlike the Laser Quest in Florida, there's like that big open area kind of in the middle.
You're right.
There's no open area in the one here in Nashville.
just a bunch of like different buildings and
Little
stuff.
corridors and
Yeah.
all. It was a blast. I can't wait to go again.
I know. I would love to. I mean, heck, I might even go try to get a team building exercise for my store at Laser Quest.
There you
It's
go.
gonna be amazing. You know what?
Amazing.
I'm gonna tell my team to listen to this. We're gonna do that instead of go to Funky Buddha on Sunday. So cancel that. We're gonna play laser tag. But I did like it. It was fun.
But me, I forgot everything that I was supposed to do that day because I was like, I got to go pick Brad up from the airport. I wore cowboy boots. So I was either going to be golfing in cowboy boots, but now it has ended up that I am laser tagging in cowboy boots.
And you had a nice white dress shirt on. So
Yes.
man, you were lit up like the 4th of July.
I know. I was
Yeah.
a big fat target on the laser tag.
And I think you still did pretty well.
I came in third out of
six or seven people.
6 or 7, which is fine, I guess.
Considering what you were going up against already with the boots and the white shirt, man, you killed it.
So, again, I don't know why bowling keeps coming up, but laser tag is like bowling. I think everyone takes it really, really seriously till like that first time they get shot, and they're just like, just laser tag.
Man, I was trying to be like Rambo when
Yes.
we first started out. Lord, I was thinking about crawling, but no, you got to get down to that crouch position. You know, just make sure you're not being seen over those
But
walls.
I'm literally like clunk, 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 clunk.
I could hear you halfway across. I just couldn't see you.
I know.
You were doing a nice job of hiding.
My legs were killing me because I tried to tiptoe, but even then I was like, tip, 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 tip.
Yeah, man. At the end of it, and we were all surprised. We were actually tired. You know, like it was.
Well, I
kinda
think because we were the
exhausting,
only ones in there,
Yeah.
they let us play for a little bit longer.
I believe so. We got the 15-minute package. It did not feel like 15 minutes.
It felt a lot longer.
It was like an eternity.
Yes, and I found an air conditioning vent and I just chilled there for like 3 minutes.
That was smart. You know, I was just so hyper focused on trying to find people. I was just
But I mean-
all about it.
What does that say about us? Because I know you work out a lot. I'm slightly active. I'm not in the best shape in the world, but I mean, we got tired playing all of us.
Yeah.
All of us there. And most of the people I work with, some of them are, people like me who don't work out as much. Some people are very, active and work. All of us were exhausted.
I was pretty tired at the end of it, and I was kind of shocked. Going up and down, like trying to stay crouched, I don't do that often.
I think that's what it was. It was the
Yeah.
bending and the climbing.
Exactly. And the vests weren't exactly that light.
They weren't.
No.
It was a
But-
big ass gun. Sorry, little Jimmy.
Yeah, little Jimmy, cover your ears, man. It's gonna get hard. But yeah, like it was big. The gun was heavy, but it was fun. The experience was great. So, there we
So
go.
the next day, yesterday, Saturday.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, what a day.
Yeah.
So we went to lunch,
Sweet Jesus.
and then we started at 2:00 on the dot at Gentleman Jim's.
Gentleman Jim's has so much character to it,
It is one of the biggest dives here in Murfreesboro.
and you know me, I love a good dive bar.
And that was the clean one.
Yeah.
There's dirty gyms on the other side of town that people don't go to
Right.
because it's so rough.
Right. I loved it though. The bartender was super chill.
He was awesome.
just an awesome vibe. You control the jukebox, throwing in bangers, man. It was awesome.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
I got spoiled this time at Jim's. When you get a Jim's drink, it's usually a mixed drink. It's a styrofoam big gulp cup.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that on the way. So what happened next? I was a little bit like, oh, that's nice.
Yes, he gave me a mason jar.
That was
Mason
very
glass
nice.
jar. It was
Classy
very
move.
nice. I sent a Snapchat of it to a friend who usually goes there a lot. I go, look at this. She goes, I didn't even know gyms had glasses.
I mean, from the outside, you wouldn't expect it.
Nope.
No, but they had wine glasses. They had low ballers for your whiskey.
Martinis.
Martini glasses.
They
mason jars. Yeah. So, I mean, this place had it all.
And the guy gave us like a free shot of his own concoction. It was definitely Crown Apple.
Crown Apple and what tasted like sweet tea. Mm-hmm. I could have been wrong. I had a couple beers before we got that little shot. So, taste buds were a bit off, but it was pretty good. And he said it was one of his specialty shots, and it was nice of him to just mix it up and give it to us for free.
I think he was just testing it out, testing the waters.
For sure.
I very much enjoyed it.
I did. It was nice to just kind of sip on it and try it.
But then we came back here, and we got ready, and we kept drinking.
Oh, we did not stop.
And then we went to, as everyone knows, my favorite place in Nashville. The Palace, baby.
Yes.
We went to the Nashville Palace.
That was awesome. I really enjoyed it. The old style country music there and the bands we saw were awesome. The vibe was sweet.
The headliner was Nathan Belt and the Buckles.
We got a great picture with him.
We have a picture with Nathan Belt. I might it's on my personal Facebook. I may put it on the page.
So basically what we're saying is that since we met a famous person, that kind of makes us a little bit cooler now.
I don't know how famous Nathan Belt is.
A little bit of sarcasm, but hey, he's a great musician. They were awesome.
And they killed it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Now, I think they killed it.
I mean, I did
But
too.
it may be the booze talking.
Maybe. We were both pretty drunk at that point, but they did great. They got all the people out there dancing. The youth soccer team was out there dancing.
Yeah, there was some soccer team out there. I'm like, who let a 12-year-old girls soccer team into the Palace?
I was a bit confused when I saw they came in and they're like what looked like their practice shirts. I was like, oh, that's nice. Maybe they're just coming in here to eat. No, they were out there dancing. They were doing everything.
Honky tonkin'.
They were just downright honky tonkin', getting with the vibe.
Now, Saturday night there was apparently a big storm.
Yeah.
And we just plowed through it.
We did. We powered through the storm. I mean, there was tornado warnings.
Well, people here, are like, oh no, it's raining.
Oh my god, there's a little bit of rain.
It's raining.
We can't drive.
You and me being from Florida.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you guys kidding me?
Sorry, there's one.
Oh, close your ears, guys. But yeah, I was like, you kidding me? It's like spitting rain out here. Where we can drive like pre-tropical storm in Florida.
Oh,
it's
I know.
Gusting like 60 and palm trees falling down.
Yes.
So I was like, man, you guys are a bit weak.
But we went,
hey,
and
whatever.
yes, but Nathan Belt and the Buckles, excellent job.
Excellent job. 10 out of 10. I think they're on Spotify.
Yes.
I think we did.
They just released a new album.
Yeah, so if you guys are curious about who we're talking about, go find them on Spotify.
They're like
or
a
iTunes.
Rockabilly, old school 50s music kind of band.
They kind of covered all the angles.
If you're into that.
They covered all the angles.
Yeah, like a Roy Orbison-y type of vibe.
Yeah.
And, maybe some of you probably don't even know who Roy Orbison is.
I'm just agreeing with you. I don't know who that is, to be very fair.
He sang this song. You may have heard of it. You may have heard a cover of it many times, but he originally did this song. It goes, pretty woman.
Oh, that one? Street, oh, yeah. Pretty woman. Yeah, of course. Everyone knows that song.
He does that one.
Okay, I did not know that was him.
So, that Roy Orbison.
I'll learn something new every day.
Yeah, so we then left.
Mm-hmm.
After sitting there from 7 to 10 listening to the band.
Amazing time.
Not stopping.
And
we head back to Murfreesboro.
Good old borough.
And we go to level 3.
Great.
Where my graduation party was and did some karaoke-ing.
Yes.
And you didn't karaoke.
I'm not a big karaoke guy.
You're not.
I mean,
know you're not.
Like, I'll get up there and do it if I'm like pushed to do it a little bit. But I mean, I let you kind of take center stage because that's just RJ Falhege's got to be like out there doing that.
I can put on a show.
Absolutely, you are a crowd pleaser. Everyone loved you.
I don't know about that. Now listen, the thing about level 3, what's really cool about it is every walk of life is in there, and you're hearing a full variety of karaoke songs.
Yeah, everything was covered from Shallow to Nirvana, like it
to
was
Screamo.
Yeah, to Screamo.
To me and your new friend, my friend Kayla, singing "The Summer Nights" from Grease.
You guys killed it.
Thank you.
Great
of
pairing.
course.
Always, as always.
So But literally, it is an all. It's really cool. So if you're in Murfreesboro, go to Level 3 on a Saturday night to the karaoke place at Level 3. You will meet the most fun people.
10 out of 10 would recommend Level 3.
You got 10 out of 10 this whole vacation apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it, man. I thought this when I was getting up here. I was like, I might not want to go back because this is such a new experience, and like it's cool up here,
Yes.
So I will be up here again soon for sure.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
because I know you want more Florida people,
And now
I'll
you could
bring
go
people.
down and you could start telling the legend in Florida of how
Yes.
nice Tennessee is.
Yes, even though the trees were dead, it was nice up here.
I'm telling you, October is the time to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we left Level 3 and then to the Waffle House,
Good old La Casa de Waffles.
where the waitress loved us.
She was a trip.
We made her night so much more brighter at the dreary old Waffle House.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? I mean, we're polite people. Just going
First
there
of
having
all,
a good time.
Now, I'm not trying to sound racial or anything here,
It's 2019. We're okay.
but she was a small black girl, and her name tag said Blake.
Balake.
Blake. Blake.
Blake.
And drunk RJ just couldn't resist. I'm like,
Oh, of course not.
your name's Blake?
You trying to go to war, Balake?
No, not that. I'm like, is it really Blake? I'm like, that's awesome. She goes, sweetie, it's Tia. Just the name tag I found. Mm-hmm. That's how like every Waffle House employee is, though.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a little sassiness to them.
Yeah, definitely a little sassiness to her. And she said she's going to trip him up next weekend and have a different name tag.
Yes,
so she might not even be Blake.
Yes,
next
I
week.
told her we're coming back next Saturday. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna change it up for you.
I expect some pictures, maybe like some Snapchats to see if it's actually the same.
I don't know. I got to remember
name
to
tag.
go.
You should.
I'll try my best.
Good. I'm expecting you to. I got to figure out how this ends.
So anyway, we woke up Sunday morning, and we were
It's
like
I
the
got hit by
song.
a damn truck.
We woke up Sunday morning coming down, like Johnny
Yeah.
Cash said. Mm-hmm. And we took Sunday very, very slow.
We didn't do shit today. Sorry, little Jimmy, but it's true. Like we did not.
The
And it
highlight of
was
the day
great.
is that we saw Captain Marvel.
That movie was great.
It was good.
But like
Yes, you're not a big movie person.
didn't have any sort of
Have you seen any other of those Marvel movies recently besides this one?
I mean, I'm sure I have. I just can't really.
Any of the Avengers?
No.
Okay.
No.
Iron Man's.
Oh yeah, of course. I've seen the Iron Mans.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
got those three. Mm-hmm. Thor.
Like half of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Captain America.
No.
Okay.
No.
Ant-Man.
No.
Okay.
That one did not seem too appealing. I'm assuming you've seen it.
I own both of them, Ant-Man 1 and 2.
There's two of those?
Yes, it's Ant-Man, then Ant-Man of the Wasp. It's Paul Rudd.
Oh, I mean, I figured that with the way that ended today, but
Paul Rudd, like, makes those movies same because he, like, clearly understands that it's Ant-Man.
yeah, I mean, to me, a superhero movie with the name Ant-Man, I got a little bit turned off by it, but Paul Rudd regained my
Yes.
attention, you know? So,
Dive back in.
yeah, just gonna go dive right back into it.
Doctor Strange.
I have seen Doctor Strange.
Yeah, okay, you got
I have.
Okay, we're doing better
See,
here.
That I feel like is a more in-depth movie.
Yes.
Like a little
Well,
bit more
it's
seasoned vet type
Yes.
deal. So there we go.
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
yes,
Okay,
I have
so-
seen Guardians.
Okay, so
There's two of them.
Yeah, so you've seen a quarter of them.
I've seen 1 and 2.
Perfect.
So there we go. I guess I've
You've
seen
seen
more
a
than what I
quarter
thought.
of the Marvel movies.
Yeah. So I mean, I love this one today because, as we know, I've only seen now, I guess, a quarter.
quarter of.
So to see this, it takes place in the beginning.
It takes place in the 90s.
Exactly.
Which, before that, the first Captain America takes place in World War II.
right.
And then the rest start in like 2008 and
Right.
so on.
So it was great because I left the theater not knowing anything, and then, got to the theater not knowing anything. Then I left, and I felt like I knew everything.
There you go.
You know, because it sets the tone for all
But
the movies that were already
the
there.
post-credit scene must have thrown you for a loop.
No, I actually kind of knew what was going on with that a little bit. 'Cause-
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know like the whole thing, but I'm like, oh, I know who these people are.
There you go.
You know, so I got that going for me. The last scene. So if you're gonna go see the movie, there's credits in the middle. Like scene in the middle of the credits and at the end of the credits. The
Yes.
end credits.
If you're
scene is
a
like-
Marvel fan,
yeah,
you know what to expect. If you're not,
yeah,
you know what to expect. If you're not,
like me.
listen to what Brad just said.
Yeah, so stick around for that. I mean, the one at the end, I was like, oh wait, we had to wait around for that, but it's fun. Just do it.
Well,
you know?
sometimes
Little
sometimes they do things like that where it's just kind of like a gag,
right.
and then other times they do some like important things. Like for the last Spider-Man movie, they had this bit throughout the movie where Captain America was doing like those PE videos,
Oh,
like those old school. Exercise is very good for you, you know?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to be big and strong like me. So anyway,
that's cool.
they wait for the credits, and there's the one in the middle, and it's kind of sets something up or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for the next one, and all of a sudden it's a white screen, and Captain America walks out, and he goes, "Hi, I'm Captain America, and I'd like to talk to you about patience." And he goes on this whole spiel, and he goes, "And sometimes you wait around for something, being very patiently waiting, and you don't get the payoff you think you're going to get."
That's kind of how I felt. I felt robbed. But hey, you know what? I'm proud of us because we talked about this. No spoilers at
No.
all during this. Definitely go see it. It's a good movie. I didn't know anything about it. I loved it. Go see Captain Marvel.
It is good. I very much liked it. I don't say that I loved it. I think for you Marvel movie nerds who listen, I think you'll understand when I say this. It's very much like an earlier Marvel movie where they're still trying to find their feet. And I don't think the directors were the right choice for the movie.
For the one today, Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Oh,
Because if you look
bold
at...
statement.
Black Panther. Did you see Black Panther?
I need to.
Racist.
Hey. You're throwing around some harsh
I'm just
allegations.
kidding.
there.
I'm just
That's
kidding.
harsh.
But like the past few movies, the last Avengers movie, Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, they're all very visually stunning and
Well, that I
had
did
very
know.
exciting
Yeah.
scenes. Like this was good, but there was nothing visually memorable
Right.
that stacked up to like the last few.
Well, I mean, the one thing that was visually memorable is that Brie Larson's really hot. So
There's that.
Yeah, there is that.
Also, the visual styling of de-aging Samuel L. Jackson.
Exactly. That was impressive.
He looks great. I don't know why you have to de-age somebody who doesn't look like they've aged though.
Yeah, he looked very, very good. You know?
It worked very well. So yeah, go see Captain Marvel and let us
Yeah.
know what you think about
You know,
it.
right into the show, send RJ some emails because I know we're still working on that. So let him know what you think. You know, like it's going to be great.
And that was the weekend.
It was great.
And you're leaving.
Leaving tomorrow.
Yes. Well,
sadly.
we're recording Sunday.
Yes.
This gets published Monday, so you're leaving today.
Yes, yeah. I'm leaving today, so I will be gone by the time y'all listen to this.
Yes. All right, Brad. It's time to move on to some people's favorite part of the show.
Let's do it.
It's time for this week's weird news articles that I found on the internet, and this is from the Huffington Post.
Okay, while you pull that up, I'm gonna go fill up my glass of water.
Okay,
I'll
well-
be right back.
And you're back.
And I'm back, fully hydrated.
Powers of the editing process. All right, let's see. This week's news weird articles. Here we go. There's the local Murfreesboro Police Department, if you can hear
Murfreesboro.
that in the background. Okay. Man escapes whale's mouth after being swept inside while snorkeling.
That is so ironic because I literally saw this on Facebook this morning.
Did you?
I did. It's like I think the title was Real Life Jonah and the Whale Situation.
I instinctively held my breath, assuming that it would dive down again and spit me out somewhere.
What a holy
It wasn't
crap.
exactly the tale of Jonah. Now, us as being two good Irish Catholics
Yes.
know the tale of Jonah.
Of course.
I can't remember where Jonah was going on the boat,
I can't really remember either.
but he was swallowed by the whale
Yes, he was, sadly.
and then spit out later. But one man still has a whale of a story to tell. Isn't that's nice by
That's
the author.
very clever. The Huffington Post always nails it. Jesus Christ.
South African dive tour operator Rainer Schrimpf. That's
Rainer Schrimpf.
Schimpf. Schimpf.
Schimpf, yeah.
Rainer Schimpf.
Definitely sounds like Schimpf, but
Great
great job of pronunciation.
Nearly being swallowed by a whale after he was mistakenly swept into its jaws during a sardine feeding frenzy last month. Now, being from Florida, I snorkel every now and then. I'm not a big diver, but maybe you shouldn't be out there in a feeding frenzy, maybe?
That is not the smartest idea, and I can attest to that because yeah, we snorkel. I had an experience in Fort Lauderdale when I was probably like 10, right? Snorkeling off a place called John U. Lloyd Park. Now it's named something different because it's 2019. But either way, snorkeling out there, and I was in this school of snook and tarpon, just huge.
No.
So my thought process is like, oh my god, like
I am the king of the ocean.
that. I was feeling super stoked on it. But the next thing, I was like, wait, is there going to be a shark that pulls up here? So, I mean, if I'm this guy, I'm like, wait, is a whale going to come up here? You got to be thinking these types of things.
So here we go. The 51-year-old was snorkeling near Port Elizabeth Harbor when a series of photos captured him being sucked head first into a bird whale's mouth. How big is a bird whale?
I'm curious to know the size of these whales.
Bird whale.
Bird whale. What a name.
Bird whales is known for carrying certain physical characteristics closely resembles whale. They can reach up to lengths of 55 feet and weigh up to 30 tons.
That's a lot of feetage. That is a lot of feetage right there. Cotton needs a new pair.
He said, there was no time for fear or any emotion. I knew instantly what had happened. That's incredible. He says he knew instantly what happened, like he's been swallowed by a whale before. He's like, yes, this is it.
The dude definitely sounds like he has some experience, so Huffington Post needs to probably get a little bit more detail on this. Not a good reporting.
We need more information about this Mr. Shrimp who's getting eaten by whales.
You know who we need on the job right here? We need Fox News.
I don't know about that.
Dive in, because they get the facts right all the time, Kidding, joking. Either way, I mean, like he knows right away that he's been swallowed by a whale. I doubt that.
Yes. Well, who knows? None of those news people get anything right these days.
Is the Huffington Post credible?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
On the weird news section, they are.
Gotcha.
I knew that the whale had come and taken me, and I instinctively held my breath. Well, no shit. Sorry, little Jimmy. Assuming that it would
not doing too well.
Dive down. He's underwater being eaten by a whale. You're holding your breath.
Yeah, you're definitely not. Yeah.
He thought the whale was going to dive, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
Typically, that's what whales do.
The whales can dive for 5 to 15 minutes. It can reach depths up to 1,000 feet.
Holy.
Fortunately, almost as soon as the unfortunate gulp happened, Shrimp said the whale released its jaw, allowing him to slip free to the surface. So...
Okay, well, at least there's a happy ending there. I mean, obviously the guy's getting interviewed. It kind of seems like the shark deal, because sharks obviously don't want to attack us, but when they do, they release right away. So maybe when the whale engulfed him, he knew right away, hey, this isn't my normal food.
Maybe that just wasn't his taste.
Maybe, because, I mean, I've heard.
Moving on to the next story. Unlicensed gun owner accidentally shoots himself in the penis.
Oh, God.
Little Jimmy.
Oh, God.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, earmuffs, bro.
The victim, who remains in the hospital, didn't have a license to carry a handgun in Indiana, police say. Well, he shouldn't have a handgun.
Exactly.
Freaking idiot.
There's your sign.
An unlicensed gun owner in Indiana is recovering in a hospital after accidentally shooting himself in the penis.
People these days.
Mark Anthony Jones. This isn't... Okay, good. This isn't a Florida man. Usually these are Florida man stories.
I was waiting for one of these to be a Florida man today.
Nope. This is an Indiana man. Mr. Mark Anthony Jones, 46, told police in Marion that he was taking a morning walk when the high point 9mm handgun he was carrying in his waistband began to slip.
Oh, God. Come on.
Jones told police when he reached to adjust the unholstered gun. What an idiot.
My God, get your gun holstered, bro.
It discharged, shooting a bullet that, quote, entered just above his penis and exited his scrotum.
Oh, my God. Cringing.
Marion Police Department news release posted on Facebook. Case number... On February 28th, 2019, approximately 6:44 a.m. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning yet. This guy's scratching his junk, adjusting his gun, and shooting off his dick.
You know what? Figure it out.
Yep. Officers responded to an emergency room department of Marion General Hospital for an accidental self-inflicted gunshot injury. Officers met with the man, 46. He was walking walking near a Girl Scout cabin. This guy needs to be investigated.
Yeah, this story just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Jones reported that a high-point gun was shot and discharged. The bullet entered just above his penis. Jones doesn't have an Indiana handgun license. The case will be sent to the Grant County prosecutor's officer for review. Yes, this is one of those things like survival of the fittest.
If you could see my face right now.
We just need to send this guy out. The release notes that Jones doesn't have a license. Investigators have forwarded the case, who will determine if Jones will face any crime. Seriously, even like, I don't know a lot about guns, so I don't like to talk about the subject.
Right.
But why would you even holster it by your most sacred, a man's most sacred object?
Yeah, that's my thought process too. Like, what? Maybe keep it in your hip, but not in front of you, man. Things happen like that.
Not where the twig and berries are hanging.
You can't be messing up your baby maker. You can't be going that route, man.
Honest to God. Well, listen, rewind this. Let little Jimmy listen so he gets some good information to not shoot his own dick off in the future.
Exactly. This could be educational for you, little Jimmy, if you want to be
and little Timmy.
We always forget about Timmy.
If you're going to be a gun owner, be a responsible gun owner.
Exactly.
Do the proper things you need to do and learn about it.
Exactly. Get licensed, guys.
That's enough of that, Brett. It's time for emails.
Okay. Cool.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, you can reach the show anytime at fromrjwithlove@gmail.com if you want to be a part of the show. We have some questions if you would like to answer them. This is from one email. I'm just going to read them. You don't need to look over. It's okay.
Okay.
1. Do you believe in aliens, Brad?
Well, I mean, not really.
Really?
No, I mean, like, I kind of do, but at the same time, I'm not too hyper-focused on it.
I believe that there most likely is.
I think there's
something out there.
There's some weird shit going on.
But I mean, I'm sure there's like in Vegas.
I mean, no.
There is some weird shit going on in Vegas.
Well, I mean, every day. No, what's the place? New Mexico is where they have
Area 51.
Area 51.
That's what they say.
There's some weird shit going on down there, man. I don't know.
No, but like I'm sure, like because I took astronomy in college, I'm gonna get a little sciencey here.
Perfect.
I know, very shocking. But I'm sure there's like bacterias and all on other planets.
Yeah.
Which is technically a life form. Mm-hmm. Which means it's technically an alien.
Technically, so then aliens.
So technically, I'm like, yes.
Alien. Well, then yeah, if you go that route, aliens do exist.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't found anything on Mars yet.
Nope.
Because that Mars rover's taking great pictures, but
he woke back up. The rover woke back up.
That thing sleeps.
No, you don't remember in the news the other day that I can't remember the name of the rover, but it's like my battery's running out. Goodbye or something like that.
No.
And it conked out.
No, I didn't.
And then like 2 weeks later, it woke up and started going around again.
You know what? It's aliens.
It's the aliens fixed it.
They fixed it.
It was Captain Marvel.
Had to been Captain Marvel.
All right, next one. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
So no to aliens, yes to ghosts.
Well, I think that there could be like a presence. You know?
Yes, I could deal. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like, if something might not have ended well, then I mean, I don't think that it's going to be like what you see in movies.
Yes.
But like, you know, you can kind of feel if something's there. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I feel about it. Now, maybe you get that weird situation where things move, but
maybe, yeah. But yes, I can agree with you on that. So I guess that's a yes.
I think we're on a yes and a yes.
Yes for the ghost. What is your most embarrassing moment? Ooh.
Well, I have one that comes to me right off the bat. It was back when we were playing football for the Wildcats. You know, so everyone was hopping the fence trying to get into the park before practice. And, I mean, I'm not good at hopping fences at all. So everyone's hopping fences. I'm getting all hyped up. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it too. So I see everyone else doing it. I get on the fence, and then my cleat gets caught on the top. So then, bam, just eat shit. My face falls right into the ground. So that's one right there.
There you go.
And I don't hop fences after that.
My most embarrassing moment. I mean, I don't embarrass easy.
Yeah, I mean, you're very outspoken and outgoing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's hard for you.
I would have to say, I can't really think of my most embarrassing moment. When I was younger, I did some real stupid shit that embarrassed my mother. So I guess I'll go with that.
We all did.
I'm sure I have something. Or maybe I just pushed it so far down.
Yeah, I feel like.
Well, I don't know about embarrassing, but it's a funny story. In high school, senior year, St. Thomas, all high schools have superlatives.
Of course.
But ours had those, like, ultra weird, like, superlatives.
Weird.
Like, who had the prettiest eyes? Like, no,
Oh my God.
no one gives a shit.
Just get in there and pronunciate that.
Yeah, like, I'm fine with most likely to succeed, class, you know, the usual ones. But it's like, who's the best group of friends? No one gives a fuck. Sorry, little Jimmy.
Yeah, we've just been letting it roll. We were on a good start for a while.
So anyway, this girl comes up to me and she goes, RJ, I voted for you for one of the superlatives. I'm like, oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Which one? She goes, the best person to take home to meet your family. And I was like, oh all right.
Is a gentleman.
No,
RJ.
I'm like, I'm like, well, thanks. She goes, yeah, because you're just like a dad.
We talked about it all weekend. You got a dad vibe, but hey, that's good.
Literally, she's like, you're like just a dad.
That's good, man.
So I got very red in the face there.
Of course, that would be a little bit of a reddening moment for sure. So you is a dad.
What embarrasses you the most?
What embarrasses me the most? Man, I mean, I get red in the face easily. Like if it's kind of like even a relatively uncomfortable situation, I might not feel it, but my face just gets flush. So I don't know. I mean, when I'm at work, probably like not being 100% correct with what I'm saying.
See, I'm like that. That's something like that where I'm supposed to know how to do something, but then I can't for whatever reason.
Exactly.
That embarrasses me a lot.
Yeah, and then coming from me being a manager at my store, like I'm expected to know these things. So when I don't or I say the wrong information, I just get a little bit embarrassed because. But I feel like to everybody, you know.
All right. Well, thank you for sending in that email. This next email, I'm starting this brand new section.
Perfect.
This new segment into the show.
Cool.
It may be a recurring one. I don't know. We'll see how this goes over.
I think it's going to do
This
great.
is Notes from RJ's Mother. Yes, so my mother, bless her heart, listens, and don't bless her heart. That's technically not a good term in the Tennessee.
It's like a...
She's a great woman.
She's fantastic.
But she listens to the show every week for the most part. She, listens.
Hi, RJ's mom.
She goes through it. But she, about 2 episodes ago, I talked about, I don't know if you listened about, I talked about it with Melinda when it flooded in Fort Lauderdale and she pushed me in the raft.
About that, yeah.
Okay, let's see what notes she has for the show. All right. Okay. Hi, RJ, it's Mom.
That's a nice way to start.
I did not just put you on a raft and shove you out into the street when it flooded. I'm going to find the pictures. You had a good time. You pulled your little sister around on a float, if you say so. Next, I do not give you a hard time about not having a girlfriend. Oh, Jesus.
She's going in.
At least I don't think I give you a hard time.
We got to call her after
I don't give you a hard time. I've been given a hard time by my parents about things, and I know what a hard time is, so I know I have not given you a hard time. That is a well thought out sentence.
She's just detailed as heck. Good
I
job.
thought it was funny that you said your parents raised you to dress nice because of the first impression thing. And you would wear those god-awful gold shorts and a Batman shirt. I wouldn't wear those out.
You frequented that Batman shirt.
Well, yeah, I like the Batman shirt. I'm a big Batman fan. But I wasn't wearing the gold shorts and the Batman shirt to go, like, out on the town.
Yeah.
Like, if I was just going to someone's house... Maybe. If I was working out.
Of course you're chilling.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Please. The shorts were too big and you looked ridiculous. I hid those shorts.
Looking like B-Rad from Malibu's Most Wanted out here.
Then I gave them away to Goodwill. So now there's someone else that those gold shorts are making happy. But I will say, in defense of the gold shorts, my father bought the gold shorts.
He's always had good taste.
Yes.
In my opinion, always.
Finally, your friend Melinda. You met Melinda.
Melinda's fantastic.
Yes, Melinda was on the show a few weeks ago.
Absolute sweetheart.
Finally, your friend Melinda has some strange aversions to penises. Because she said she never saw a penis on Game of Thrones. Now, you've just started Game of Thrones.
1 episode in, and I am kind of weirded out, kind of loving it at the same time. But
now listen, you will see penises in that show.
I'm pretty sure I've already seen at least one dick.
There you go.
Yeah. Like at the end.
I can't remember. I haven't seen the first episode in a while, but there we go.
Exactly.
Melinda claims to have never seen a penis on Game of Thrones.
Melinda, you are crazy.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, my mother thinks Melinda. Okay. And then she talks about the movie Twister and doesn't recall the line that about the girl being the sex therapist and the cows. And again, she's like, "Oh, I don't remember that about a penis." So she's got some sort of penis issue. Melinda, my mother wants you to seek help about the penis problem.
Yeah.
Oh, little Jimmy, you need to just walk out of the room now.
We've been all over the place this episode. Little Jimmy and Timmy, we're sorry, man. Sorry, but she needs to kind of get that figured out.
Yes. I'm just saying, but I love her anyway and enjoyed her on the show. Well, that was nice.
I did too. Honestly, after I heard her on the show, I was like, man.
Hopefully my mother will enjoy listening to you on the show.
I hope so. She's one of my favorite people.
Anyway, and again, if you would like to send in an email to the show, from rjwithlove@gmail.com. And Brad, that's it.
That was quick.
That's the show. We did it.
I'm so honored. It's so great.
Thank you.
Holding back the emotion right now.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Hopefully, we'll get you on here again.
I'm welcome to do call-ins. People like to call me.
Call-ins. Anyway, well, thank you again so much, Brad, for being on the show. And thank you all for listening. As always, we are on Facebook and YouTube, and eventually we'll be on iTunes and Spotify.
That's going to be a big move for you.
Big move. Mm-hmm. And I'm RJ Palhegi, and as always, this has been From RJ with Love.